Hello students, myself Kumar Ujwal. Today we are going to discuss the very first question of the UPSC Civil Services exam for PSIR, Political Science and International Relation, in 2025. So the first question is explain. So explain, whenever the word explain comes, you have to use simple language, you have to give examples, and you have to present the things in a factual manner also. So, explain the philosophical approach to the study of political theory. So, as you know, political theory is systematic knowledge with both political science and political philosophy. Political science deals with facts. Political philosophy deals with the values, principles, and desirability. While political science focus on empirical statement, political philosophy focus on evaluative statement, and both are linked by logical statement. So in political theory is systematic knowledge, but in this systematic knowledge there are both science and philosophy. That what is science and what should be is philosophy. So philosophical approach. So philosophy means you have to understand the question fully. Philia means love, Sophie means wisdom. Love for wisdom, higher, noble, desirable, ought to be, should be, goals that need to be achieved. So, as you know, Plato is called father of political philosophy because he favored an ideal state which is morally perfect, where nobody would be selfish, everyone will be law abiding, everyone would be patriotic. That is morally perfect society. And Plato is idealist because idealism is coming under philosophical domain, while realism is more related with the scientific domain. And philosophy justify based on logic, reasoning, while science explain based on facts. So philosophical approach in political theory. So in political, so first and foremost is state. What should be the state? What should be the government? What should be the laws? There should be good governance. Plato talked about philosopher king, rule of wisdom. And in philosophical approach, what is good life? How state contributes to good life? How laws ensure good life? So in political philosophy, we have first name Plato, who talks about what should be, what is good society. And he was also inspired from Socrates that unexamined life is not worth living, and knowledge is virtue, and virtue is knowledge. And good society also involves justice, that is virtue in motion. So that is philosophical approach. That if you see our constitution, preamble is also philosophical. That what we need to achieve, we people of India, whether it's justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. So in political theory, systematic knowledge, that after Plato, we see so many philosophers like Hegel, GWF Hegel, also used historical method, and he's called philosopher of all philosophers, because in philosophy, first is ontology, the study of existence, and epistemology, that is theory of knowledge. So both comes. So ontology, the existence, may be concrete or abstract, and theory of knowledge, that we gain knowledge through both facts, observation on one hand, and desirability and ought to be on the other hand. So in political philosophy, GWF Hegel also says that philosophy of history, that human history is going in a positive straight line with removing contradictions through dialectic process. For manifestation of world spirit or universal spirit, or God's ultimate design to have manifestation of world spirit, that is also philosophical, because ultimately philosophy talks about what should be. For Plato, ideal society, morally perfect society. For Gandhi, Ram Rajya or stateless society. For Karl Marx, classless, stateless, uh, exploitation free society. For Hegel, final manifestation of universal spirit through state, that is the ultimate purpose. For Immanuel Kant, he was 18th century philosopher, reason based morality. So all these things are going on for so long. how to improvise state, how to improvise governance, how to improvise laws, how to ensure good life, how to ensure moral, material, and personality development of man, and how to achieve that ideal. So that is part of philosophical approach that we talk more about principles, values, desirability, ought to be higher, noble, desirable goals. That may not be the reality at present, but we cannot give up our strive for achieving that ideal, even if present is full of imperfections. So there are series of thinkers who use philosophical method, and ultimately only what is not sufficient, what should be is more important, because every man is philosopher. And when we talk about political philosophy, then it talks about the collectivity, it talks about the social goals, it is talking about the good governance. Ultimately at present, good governance is also a step towards that of ideal state. So we'll discuss more in the next class.